Hello guys, sorry, welcome to the Youth Opportunities Group session today. Uh, just though we'll wait a minute or so, we've got quite a few guys that are coming through to join us, okay? So I'm just going to put the other slide up for now. So if you can, we'll start in about, shall we say about a minute, 2 minutes past noon. So if you can just wait a few minutes for us. There's quite a few guys that are still waiting to come through on our live session today. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, guys. So those of you that have joined us in the last few seconds, I just came on earlier just to say, look, we'll give you a minute or two because we've got quite a few guys coming through today to join this Youth Opportunities Group session. But I think we'll get it underway now. So those of you who may join later, obviously my colleague Sadia will put some notes up. Right. Well, the virtual event today is mainly to do with, telling you about what we have to offer on the Youth Promise Plus itself. Now, I'll go through a little plan of the day. It is from now till 1 o'clock. I'm hoping we won't run over. And if you've got lots of questions, we want them in the chat box. All right. So please make this an interactive session today. All right. So I don't want to be just chatting away, or my colleagues, that will be coming on to talk about their provisions that they can offer. So let's make this an interactive session today. All right. A lot of you guys may have come through the job center, as claimants referred over by your job coach or work coach. And some of you may have come through our Facebook or our website, the social media adverts that have gone out to you. Now, today's event is going to be obviously about talking about the YPP, the Youth Promise Plus, but Kickstart scheme's coming up. I don't know if you heard about it in the past. Rishi, our Chancellor, may have spoke about it regarding the new scheme for anyone 16 to 24-year-old. Alison will come on, Michelle will come on from NCS, Alison from the Job Centre. These guys will tell you a bit more about it. All right. In the meantime, if you can just go through the plan of today. So then at least it'll give you a little idea of what we have to offer. Now, if you guys do lose connection, my colleague Sadia will put the link up for you regarding the email address for us, which is for Birmingham YOG session, which is Youth Opportunities Group, and also the Birmingham website address that you can always go to. The other important thing as well, as of last week, we finally have a YouTube link as well. So today's event, it will be recorded and it will be out to you guys on the YouTube to have a look and listen into if you miss anything out. All right. I have had questions in the past where some people may have had some health issues or a disability where you might not understand the audio aspect of it or the visual aspect that's coming through. So please go on the link the Sadia is going to put up for you. You can always see this video hopefully it'll be up by end of play today, and because of technical aspects that we have, it might be on by tomorrow. Okay, right. So I'm just going to show you the plan of today that we have to go through. This is it really. It's going to be an introduction from myself regarding what we do in the Work Ready team with Birmingham City Council, and then it will be Alison from the Department of Work and Pension coming in, telling work scheme, Kickstart scheme that they have available, and National Career Service. Michelle will talk about what they have to offer as well. Then our colleagues from Prince's Trust coming on board around 12:30. All of these sessions, hopefully, we're aiming for about 10 minutes each. All right. And then we've got just a bit more to tell you about Solihull. So if you guys have come from, I don't know, Chelmsley Wood, which is classed as North Solihull these days, I'll talk about what Solihull Metropolitan Borough Council have to offer in terms of Youth Promise Plus. Then we've got our colleagues Harry, sorry, it's going to be Stephen today. Normally it's Harry, my apologies. And Chris will come on later on to talk about digital innovators, what they have to offer regarding IT. There's graduate positions as well available. There's all sorts of things that, you know, they will advise you regarding IT. And at the end, we'll have the question and answer session. So please, as we're going along, tell us about, ask us the questions that you need for us to cover for you. All right, so before we go any further, just wanted to mention, sorry, Tara, if you can move to the next slide. Now, some of you guys could be new on this, and there's many other platforms available from what I've been told, Zoom, and you know, a few others that are out there. Now, we use Microsoft Teams. This is the one that's been obviously confirmed by Birmingham City Council to be able to use in terms of GDPR issues that we may have. So this has been authenticated and, you know, advised that we use this. Right. So I'm hoping, you know, you logged in, so you know how to come through so far. Now, the next bit is if you're using a phone, you tap on the screen, it'll give you a little chat bubble on the top right-hand side. And you can go in there just like WhatsApp, go and put your message in there. If you're using a laptop or other devices where if you hover your mouse around the middle of the screen, it'll come up again with the option to use the chat box. So with a question mark, little chat speech bubble, please go in there. Now, and like I said to yourself, if you are using facilities where you got a camera or anything on there, if you switch that off, you can hear us better then. All right. But again, if you feel as though, you know, you need to see our slides as well, it's on the screen for you. But you can always go back and look at the video at your own time when it comes to YouTube. Tara, if you can move it to the next slide for me, please. Right, guys, bit of etiquette that we have to talk about. It's like being in a classroom, obviously. If there's any messages that you put across, we will try and put them all through, publish it publicly if you want that. Or if you feel as though it's a private sort of question, again, we won't publish it. Please put that on there for us to just read out, and we can use it in an anonymous way for you and give you a specific answer through our email. But if you feel as though, you know, other people would benefit, please put that on there on the chat box. Now, on the other hand, you know, if there is any foul play, so if you put any messages on, my colleague Sadia, Kuldeep, even Tara will be monitoring the messages section, and we can, you know, delete you or remove you from the site itself as well. Now, very important thing, if you're finding it difficult joining us, the link breaks up or you drop out, you can always come back in again. All right, so just log back in and try to rejoin on our youth group opportunity session. Right, the next session, sorry, the next thing, obviously, if you're breaking up and you drop out or you need to go early, for example, and now yog@birmingham.gov.uk, that's our email address. We'll endeavour to get back to you within 48 hours. And we've got our website, obviously, where you can put your message on there and register, www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPB sign up. Okay, right. Tara, if you can move to the next slide for me, please. Now, before we go any further, one of the main reasons you guys are here, I'm assuming, is because you want to go into work. You know, some of you might be feeling that you're job ready. I just wanted to give you a little taster of what we have on Youth Promise Plus itself, the project. Now, construction is a biggie at this current moment, and I cover construction and admin aspect of it. So right now, we're looking for 3 people with CSCS cards to work on a site, which is the Mulder Tower on Broad Street. Now, they're offering £12 an hour. So hopefully, if you've got experience or something about yourself, please get in touch with us through the links that I've mentioned earlier. And hopefully we can have a chat even during this conversation that we're having, if you've got any questions on that. All right. The other opportunity you've got, if you haven't got a CSCS card and you really want to work in construction, we've got Southend City College that have given us a little opportunity, a window really, for us to book up to 15 people for the next session that's coming up. Again, it's on there for you. All right, so have a look at the dates that are on there. And Birmingham City Council, if you're a graduate, you know, I'd like to mention something about graduates as well. Now, there's a few vacancies that have come up, specifically property services for surveyors, or, you know, a few other aspects. I think there's also almost 17 vacancies that are going on there. So please go on the website, register or email us, and we'll give you the details for these opportunities. Right, without further ado, we'll go on to what we have to offer. And if you can go to the next slide for me, please. Now, I'm just conscious of time, so I'm going to quickly mention what we do as Youth Promise Plus itself as a project. Now, we've got a few great partners and stakeholders that are on board working to deliver on Youth Promise Plus itself. Now, we sit on the work ready team for any of you guys who feel job ready. And if you just need CV tweaking or basic interview aspects, we can put those, we can help you with that. We also obviously do the job search. And as I've just mentioned, we've got vacancies that come through to us as well. Now, if you feel as though you've got health issues or other personal support, like, for example, you might be living in a supported accommodation where your rent is about £250 or £40 a week, and you don't want to go into a minimum paid job. Again, we'll do in-work benefit calculation and see where it'll take you from there, So we'll do a bespoke action plan with yourself before we think about getting you out there in a job, and then give you the right support. Now, under one umbrella, we've got great colleagues, working from Prince's Trust. As I mentioned before, Solihull Council. We've got Learning Hub from the University Hospital Hub, which has clinical roles at this current moment that they can offer for you. And I'm sure Prince's Trust will touch on that later on. And if you've got criminal convictions and you're worried about and you're concerned about what sort of jobs you can go into, we've got Change, Grow, Live, CGL that can support you. If you've got health issues and you're over 25, we've got Pure Project from Birmingham. So it kind of covers all aspects. You'll never get this sort of project under one umbrella working, so many people working towards it out there in Birmingham at this present moment. And again, like if you live in Solihull, we can cover that for you as well. Now, COVID-19, staying safe. I know we've got these new measures that are coming in again, stricter rules due to this. And you might be anxious about going into work, going into public transport, traveling. Again, I'll touch on something where Birmingham City Council and Solihull are working to give you travel training. If you feel as though you're not, you may have felt as though you're interview ready where you can go face to face and talk to employers, but right now you don't know how to go on about using these platforms to do virtual interviews. As you can see on the bottom right hand side, we can support you with that as well. So please be mindful. Like I said to you, we will look at the action plan. We'll make sure that your safety comes first before we try getting you out there for any training or employment. Just want to repeat that again. If you got any concerns or any issues that you need to go early, or you're losing connection, please email us at yog@birmingham.gov.uk or www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. Right. Now we've got Job Centre on board, Alison. She's going to go through what Kickstart scheme is about. I'm new to this, by the way, guys, so I know a lot of you guys that are joining today may want to find out about what this Kickstart scheme is. So please listen into everything that Alison has to say. And again, please put those questions through and we'll cover them at the end for you. All right. Hello, Alison, are you there?
I am here. Thanks, Abdul. Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's great to have this chance to talk to you. My name's Alison. As Abdul says, I work for the Department for Work and Pensions in the Employer and Partnership team, and I'm currently working on this new programme called Kickstart. Kickstart is a 6-month paid job with a local employer which is funded by the government. It will provide fully funded opportunities for you to get some real experience of working with an employer. The details for Kickstart were announced by Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, this summer, and it's expected that the programme will offer hundreds of thousands of job opportunities over the coming few years. And to show the commitment to Kickstart, the government have ring-fenced, set aside a £2 million pot of money to fully fund these positions with businesses and employers across the UK. Jobs from the Kickstart scheme will be open to young people between the ages of 16 to 24 who are claiming universal credit and could be at risk of long-term unemployment. So a little bit about how it's going to work. Employers who want to take part in Kickstart will share the details of their job opportunities with the Job Centre. And the work coaches in the Job Centre will match their customers to these jobs. Candidates would then be referred to the employer for a job interview. So it's going to be like a proper recruitment process, and the employer will then select who they want to take on. The government will fund these job opportunities for 6 months at the national minimum wage for 25 hours a week. And they'll also pay the associated employer national insurance contributions and any employer minimum automatic enrolment contributions as well. What we hope is that having this job opportunity is going to give young people some really valuable paid working experience, in addition to building on your confidence and your skills, which will make it possible for young people to move into work when that 6-month period comes to an end. If during the 6 months people find long-term work with another employer, so they get another job offer, we'd see this as a great outcome, as hopefully that will have played its part in moving the young person forward. While on the scheme, the employer, or what we call a Kickstart Gateway organisation, would also provide ongoing support to the young person, for example, some mentoring support as they go through. Anyone interested in the job opportunity through Kickstart will need to have a great CV prepared, as the employer will want to see this. So it's really, really important if you're interested in this, that you make sure that your CV is good to go. If you haven't already, I'd recommend strongly that you get someone to cast a critical eye over your CV. After all, your CV is like your passport into work, and there might be some changes that you could make to your CV which could better show your skills and abilities and your previous experience in a more positive way. You can get your work coach in the job centre to help you with this, and all the organisations involved in Youth Promise Plus. Additionally, you could contact the National Careers Service, and you can do this online by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or by booking a consultation by phoning them on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. So I'm just going to repeat those details as they're really important. So for help with your CV, you could contact the National Careers Service. You can do this online by visiting nationalcareers.service.gov.uk, or by booking a consultation by phoning them on 0121 296 5550 or 0800 100 900. You can also find out a bit more about Kickstart on gov.uk or at the Job Help site, and you'll be able to see some promotional material here, including a link to the video. So you just Google gov.uk, you put Kickstart in the search box, or Google Job Help, which is one word, and look at the section on help for under 25s. So just to recap and give you some key points again about Kickstart, it's a 6-month paid job opportunity for 16 to 24-year-olds, which the government is providing the funding for. You can access the job opportunities if you're claiming universal credit, and you go through your job work coach at the job centre, and the first 6-month cohort is due to start next month in November this year. It's expected that the scheme is going to run until the summer of 2022. So the last 6-month cohort is going to start in November 2021. In other words, if you don't get the chance to get onto the Kickstart scheme in November, then you can hop on next year sometime. You need to get your CV ready, and I've given you the details or some signposting of where you can get some help with your CV. That's really, really important. And also the details of the National Careers Service who can help with this. And I know Michelle's going to talk a little bit later about the support that they can offer. So I think that's just about it from me. Hope that's okay, Abdul.
Thank you very much, Alison. That is great. Just to let you know, my colleague Sadia is putting the details on the chat box for you as well. So if you missed the contact details, Alison just put across to yourself. Please give us drop an email to us or through our website. But I'm so Sadia can also put those details on for you as well. Okay. Right, guys. I just wanted to. Right. Now, I've had a few questions come through about the scheme itself, and I know Sadia will cover it a bit later on. Just wanted to mention that to you guys, okay? So I'm hoping you're still with us today. There's a few more people that joined us quite late, actually. Welcome to Youth Opportunities Group session. There has been a little query on the side just to say, look, am I on the right virtual event today? Well, I'm hoping so, because there's some great opportunities that we just discussed, and I'll go through it again at the end. All right. Alison, thank you very much. That's the message just come from Job Centre, if you guys have missed it, regarding the Kickstart scheme. And I know a lot of you guys are coming on for this today. So just to reiterate, the video for today's event will be on the YouTube site for Birmingham City Council. Again, Sadia will put this up for you on the link. So you have to give us about 24 to 48 hours for us to get it ready, and it will be on there with all the details of what Alison had to mention from DWP and the Job Centre. And I know Michelle's coming on board, and hoping she will reiterate and cover some of the things you may have missed if you joined us late, from Michelle from National Career Services. So Michelle, are you there? Sorry.
Yes, I'm here, Abdul.
Okay, well, take over. All right.
Thank you. Brilliant. Well, as Alison had introduced, so I work for the National Career Service. I'm the relationship manager, and I cover the Birmingham and Solihull area. I have a team of advisors that are working daily, offering one-to-one appointments, because obviously since COVID has hit, we've had to go virtual, as everybody has done. They offer impartial careers information, advice and guidance. So when you sign up to our service, you're signing up for 12 months. You'll receive full support through that period, as much or as little as you need. The key points that we can help with, that's already been mentioned. So we can help with your CV writing, your job searching, interview skills, all of those techniques that are going to make it successful for you to continue on your journey. You'll have a one-to-one appointment with an advisor that lasts normally approximately about 45 minutes to an hour. During that time, they will discuss your CV with you, your individual needs, key characteristics, different things that we need to work on to make sure that you're work ready. We also run webinars daily to support this. So we do webinars covering CVs in the 21st century, digital skills, job searching, interview skills, because obviously now it's not necessarily face-to-face interviews. A lot of them are done sort of on video calls like this. So we'll give you all the information you need for that. We also do confidence building sessions. So if you feel that, you're getting quite nervous over interviews approaching and different things, so we give you skills and techniques that you can cope with that. We also do some sector-based work academies that we've got running at the moment. So give you an idea, we cover sessions such as construction and health and social care, and we change those on a monthly basis, so they do rota through. We work alongside a wide range of partners to support with them job vacancies and training programs and initiatives. So we'll always support you and direct you in the direction where you need to go to make sure that you're successful in your outcome. So I think that's a brief overview, Abdul, because I think Alison covered the majority of mine.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
That's okay.
No, like I say to you, if you guys feel, we do a survey, by the way, at the end of this. I haven't mentioned this earlier. We do send an email out straight after this with a little survey to say, look, if you have any questions that you may not want to, you may have missed and you thought about, asking after this session, you can always put it down on the actual survey itself. So even if you got messages for National Career Service directly with Michelle or colleagues, or even for the Job Centre, please let us know. As I say, look, we are all working under one umbrella to help you to get into work. I mean, I know Princess Trust is coming on, and there'll be a great success story from Chris from Digital Innovators who will cover this as well. But look, the guys like myself today, we've come on board, working in this modern workplace, as we call it, trying to overcome this pandemic and these challenges that are, coming across to ourselves. But all of us are passionate about helping you guys to get into work, obviously you guys are our future, really. Look, I can honestly tell you, I'm 43 now, I've gone through it all. So a lot of people do ask, look, there's a great vacancy coming up, these are great opportunities, how come you haven't gone for it? Look, I've fallen into this because of obviously trying to help you guys in the community. I've been in this game for about 14, 15 years now, and I say this every time I come on this session. Now, obviously, some of you guys are anxious. You're not sure about what environment is out there. This Kickstart scheme that's come on board to help youngsters like you, all right? Now, Rishi has come up with this, and I remember listening to it the first time around thinking, how on earth are they going to fund this across, for a lot of you guys? It's now, some of you guys may have been furloughed over recently. Some of you guys may have, lost your jobs just generally. Now, it's the youngsters that go first, from most of the employers. That's what I've seen anyway. Now, these are the opportunities that are coming across. Please come on board, take advantage of these things, and see where you can go. I mean, if you're feeling nervous, as Michelle mentioned, National Careers Service is there. Youth Promise is here as well, to help you. And these things that are there, all you have to do is just drop an email if you feel as though, you can't call us directly, because I know Alison mentioned the 2 numbers. I can't remember them right now, but we can also put this on the chat for yourself on how to get in touch with us. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to talk a bit more about what Youth Promise Plus has to offer through Princess Trust. I know we've got Trish waiting for us, to talk about what they have to offer as well. Trish, are you there? Sorry.
Hello, morning.
Oh, look, she's brave enough to put her face on the camera just like me. All right, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to show my face, but I'll turn my camera off in a minute when I talk about the programs. But good morning, everyone. My name is Patricia, but you can call me Tish. I work with the Princess Trust as an executive, and we are currently partnering up, as Abdul mentioned, with the Youth Promise Plus project. And yeah, I would like to start with one question for you guys, so feel free to comment in the chat box. So where do you see yourself in 1 year? Do you see yourself in employment, in a course, training, education? And please mention the sector you're interested in. I'll give you a minute or a couple of minutes. Can't see any answers. Someone typing. Don't be shy.
Sorry, Tish, can you just repeat what you're asking then again?
Yeah. I'm just asking the young people in the call, where do you see yourself in a year? So do you see yourself in a job, like in employment? Do you see yourself in a course, training? What do you want to achieve in 1 year? And if you could tell me, if you could mention the sector you are interested in. So if you're interested in hospitality or health and social care, working with the NHS, construction maybe, just comment in the chat box.
Just to let you know, someone's mentioned they want to be in employment in a year's time. And someone said in education, studying, want to go counseling or psychotherapy,
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, sorry about that. I cannot see.
That's okay, I'll help you.
yeah, I cannot see their answer, so I was like, whoops. Okay.
One more, sorry, Tisha. There's another one about retail pharmacy. Oh, there's quite a few anyway coming through, so yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. So we basically support young people.
Sorry, guys, you may have lost Pat. Sorry, Tish there.
Hello,
Tish,
can you hear me?
Sorry, I think you went into mute. We missed the part where you support young people.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. So I'll just start over. So could you please go to the next slide, please? Perfect. So who are we? We were set up by His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles. We are currently the leading UK charity, and we support young people aged between 11 to 30 years old. We are currently giving remote and virtual support. and we help young people at different points of their journey. And we do so by creating opportunities and opening doors for young people through our programs and tailored support. So it doesn't matter where you are right now, we just jump in and help you. So whether you feel like you are work ready or not at the moment, we can just help you. We thought it would be worth mentioning our coronavirus support hub, where you can find free resources available for everyone. You don't need to be involved with the Princess Trust to access our resources. So you can find videos, inspirational stories, and business tips, and our jobs board. So just go to our website and explore. Next slide, please. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about our programs and what we got to offer. So I asked you guys what you are interested in, and it's worth mentioning that whatever you want to achieve, the Princess Trust and the Youth Promise Plus are here to support you. So hopefully through our programs, as I mentioned, or through one-to-one support. So to start off, so we've got weekly welcome sessions in which we talk about the Princess Trust in more detail with you, to get to know you, to discuss your goals and how we can help you and your next steps with us. Then we've got, as you can see in the slide, we've got our enterprise program for young people aged between 18 to 30 years old. And it's a program for young people who want to start their own business. So you can explore your business ideas, develop skills, gain a qualification, and work with a business mentor. If you have strong business ideas or a plan, this program is definitely for you, so please do get in touch. Then we've got virtual Explore webinars. So just like other organizations, we had to adapt to these times, and these webinars are meant to help you upskill, really. So we deliver personal and social development sessions on Wednesdays and employability sessions on Thursday. So just to give you some examples on what we cover, we have sessions about positive relationships, motivation, methods, communication skills, and CV basics. So Alison, I believe, mentioned the job opportunity with Kickstart. So we can definitely help you with your CV. We can be the middleman if you want to start do the Kickstart program or scheme per se. And we have volunteer progression mentors as well, working directly with young people. So if you have a degree and you are looking to for close support, this would be a great opportunity for you. You have to commit for 6 months to get this support, and it's totally worth it, because sometimes when you look for mentors or coaching, you have to pay thousands of pounds to get that support. And with the Princess Trust, you get all this support for free. And it's worth mentioning that all of our programs are free. So please get in touch. We offer one-to-one support, as I mentioned. So if you feel like these programs are not for you, we can give you one-to-one support. Also, if you complete one of our programs, you still get one-to-one support after its completion. Then we've got a program coming up next week, Get into Transport Services. So if you're interested in customer service, this would be great for you. It's a 2-week program, and the taster day is next Wednesday, 7th of October. It's a mixture of online training and work experience in the West Midlands railway locations. You'll boost your employability skills, and you'll learn about customer service, and you'll get health and safety, conflict resolution training. Sorry guys, I'm trying to talk a little bit fast because I know this is a lot to take in. And then we've got, if you are interested in tech, we've got 2 amazing programs to offer you. So we've got the Google IT certificate course, in which you learn about having a career in IT support. So if you're interested in that, this would be great for you. If you are you are eligible for this program if you are aged between 16 and 30 years old, and the taster day is next Wednesday, 7th of October, and the program will run from the 20th to the 23rd of October. Then we've got the Get Into Technology program. This program has been a huge success in the Princess Trust. It's a 12-week bootcamp program. You learn everything to become a cloud support practitioner. You learn technical skills such as coding, and you need to be aged between 18 and 29, not in employment, education, or training. And most importantly, you must be excited about starting a career in tech, because you don't need to have experience to enroll on this program. And then we've got development awards as well. So if you get a job, we can help you financially until your first paycheck. So if you need help with bus or a train pass, vouchers for uniform or smart clothes, DBS check equipment, ID, and so on, we can help you financially. You don't need to be thoroughly involved with the Princess Trust to get this support. It's available for all young people. So if you have any friends or family members aged between 16 and 30 who got a job recently, please do tell them about development awards, because the money is there to help young people. And last but not least, next slide, please. Thank you very much. Last but not least, we've got our Get Into Hospital Services with UHB. It's a 8-week program and will run from October until December, and is for young people who are interested in clinical roles only. You'll do 1 week full-time and 7 weeks part-time. It's a mixture of face-to-face and virtual training, and you'll need to go to the UHB Learning Hub. You'll gain a qualification in infection control and team building. The taster day is next Tuesday, 6th of October, and the program will run from the 12th of October until the 4th of December. Remember, when you enroll in these programs, there are no strings, if you go to our website, there are no strings attached. Please just look for information. You can find more on our website and check our coronavirus support hub as well. Yeah, and I think that's it. Thank you so much for listening. I know that's a lot to take in. I try to talk to give you as much as information as I can. And your time to start something starts now, and we at the Princess Trust want to be a part of your journey, and we'd like to help you unlock your potential. Thank you very much.
Tish, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Just wanted to touch on what Tish had to say about the clinical roles at the UHB, which is the University Hospital Hub. That is just past Selly Oak, Birmingham University, just on the other side. But then if there is enough people, I think they also run some courses from Heartlands as well. But don't quote me on this, because I know Peter sits over in UHB. He can give you some more information. So please get in touch with us. By the way, today I think we've had the most interactive session. So well done to you guys who joined us, because we had lots and lots. In fact, it's going over 40, I think, text messages and questions regarding, and also, you know, when Trish asked about what you want to do, you guys have put loads of messages down what you want to do in a year's time. It's great to hear, and it's great to know that you guys want to be active, and you know, and these are the guys we want to help. You know, you need that help, you need that guidance. We are here to give you that. So as you just mentioned, so anything that you're interested in from Princess Trust, please get in touch with us with an email that you've got. I know there was one question about someone wants to get into programming. Guess what, guys? There's something coming up soon. I'm hoping, you know, these guys will give you some more information regarding this, which is Chris from Digital Innovators. Very quickly, I haven't mentioned our colleagues at Birmingham Career Service and Birmingham Youth Services. Hopefully, the local youth centres will be opening soon. We have had some news of certain ones that are opening. Now, if you feel as though, you know, you want to see someone face to face, even ourselves from the employment development team, we can arrange something by going through risk assessment, talking to our director, you know, like say, and obviously voicing the concerns, and hopefully we can meet you with the social distancing in mind at your doorstep if you really need that. All right, so please get in touch with us. Well, I'm not going to delay it anymore. I just wanted to talk about Birmingham Solihull, because some of you guys might be from the Solihull aspect of it. So Tara, if you can go to the next slide for me, please. Okay, all of these programs that we mentioned today, like I say, it is for anyone, Youth Promise Plus, sorry, specifically, Kickstart scheme. We can talk individually. If you can, please email us or talk to NCS, National Career Service, or the Job Centre. But for Youth Promise Plus, anyone between the age of 15 to 29, so school leaver really, going up to the age of 29, the day before your 30th birthday, you can register with us and we can provide you that support for people that are not in education, employment or training. Okay, so similar with the Solihull Metropolitan Borough, they are one of our partners really delivering the same program over in that area. They've got a job shop over in Chelmsley Wood shopping centre. It hasn't opened yet due to COVID-19, but they are planning on opening it soon. Okay, so they can give you that support from the job shop over in Chelmsley Wood. But when it comes to independent travel training for anyone living in Birmingham or Solihull, these guys are here to help you. So whether it's virtually, whether meeting you guys and trying to handhold you really to get you out there traveling on the public transport itself, it'll be mainly to do with the buses that they can help you with travel support. But if you needed virtual training for getting on other transport such as train, for example, or taking the tram, which you've got in Birmingham now, guys, please get in touch with us and we can provide that for you. Tara, if you can go to the next slide for me. They wanted us to put the mugshots of all the colleagues that we have working from Solihull, so you can familiarize with guys there. So you got Amber, Anna, Vicky, and Sarah. We've also got like the Saeed who works there, trying to get all the vacancies in for the Solihull end. So as I've mentioned, who is eligible? So if you look at that, anyone from the age of 15 to 29, and if you're looking for training or employment for Solihull area, they can give you that. But travel training, even for the guys living in Birmingham, please get in touch with us. These guys can help you. Thank you, Tara. Right, digital innovators. Chris, are you there? And I know we've got Steve on there as well.
I'm here, yeah. Hi, Abdul.
All right, Steve, sorry, mate. I did not know Harry wasn't joining us today, so I didn't put your name on there. All right, so apologies.
Yes, sir.
So welcome. I'm just going to queue you up and I'll let you take the show from now on. So there you go, Steve. Thank you.
Good.
Yep.
So if we could have the slides on, sorry. Cheers. That's great. Sorry. Could we go back to the first slide, please? Thanks a lot. So yeah, hi guys. First off, I want to start by thanking Abdul and the team at Youth Promise Plus for having us on again. It's been great working with you guys over the weeks. It's good to be back. So I'm Chris Kennedy. I'm a junior project manager apprentice at Digital Innovators. I've been with the company for a year and I've been a student for around about 2 years before that. And Stephen, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Stephen. I joined Digital Innovators as a junior project manager around the start of September, and I was a student for 2 years before that as well.
Great. And essentially, what Digital Innovators is, we are hoping to give you guys 3 things out of this. So first off, we're going to give you guys the experience on how to get into a workplace, and actually working with a workplace. Second off, the skills for not only the workplace, but also life itself, which I'll get onto in a few minutes. And thirdly, we want to get you guys employment out of this. So either a degree apprenticeship, a normal apprenticeship, or even just a part-time job. So yeah, can we move on to the next slide, please? Thanks a lot. So I think you guys should be able to see this slide. So essentially, I'm going to start off by talking about the company. So our CEO, Mick Westman, who you guys might have met before, maybe not. He was an ex-director at BT. And he left BT with a question. Essentially, all of the companies across the UK, all of the employers, came to him and said, "Well, okay, so they leave their education, they have all of these, grades and stuff, and they're very good at the technical skills, things like IT, science, media, whatever they went into, they're really good at these things. However, what they are lacking is essential business skills, confidence skills, and just even interview skills and things like that." The education doesn't exactly teach them. So Mick came out of that saying, okay, I'm going to make a company that essentially bridges the gap between education and employment. So how that works is we have a 13-week course that's starting in November. And essentially there's 2 parts to it. It's fully online and it's free. So essentially there's 2 parts. The first part is a skills building part. So what happens is the skills on screen, so such as design thinking, communication, collaboration, how to use digital tools and techniques, project management, negotiation, leadership, all of these skills and more, including confidence building, are taught to you guys by people who aren't teachers. So essentially, they're all people who have come from business backgrounds, high up people with a lot of experience, essentially, working with employers, working as an employer, interviews, etc., etc. And all of these people will be teaching you these skills and building these skills so that you can go into a workplace. They teach them through hands-on games, gamification like digital online games. So it's a lot different from just, normal education where you sort of sit and watch someone lecture. The second part of this course, which is very important, is the projects part. Now, what happens is after this skills building part, we team you up with a few other people on the course and put you with an employer. So we have a big list of employers. We have NHS, we have the West Midlands Police, the Justice Department, BNP Paribas, the 5th biggest banking company in the world, employers from all over the country, not just IT, basically any different sort of subjects. We have media companies, we have IT companies, we have engineering companies, and essentially we put you on a project with them, and it's like work experience that you've never had before. So you're not just going there and doing odd jobs that they don't really want to be bothered to do. What you're doing is you're agreeing with them at the start. At the end of the course, I'm going to work with you to create a product that you're going to use in your company. With that, I'm just going to hand over to Stephen to essentially explain what he did as a student. So yeah, over to you, Stephen.
So hey, pretty much, I joined Digital as for the course for the first part, and to learn skills and grow as a person. Because personally, I didn't feel like I had much confidence. I didn't know how to manage anything in my life. To be fair, I won't lie. So I joined it to try and grow myself as a person, almost, and I ended up really enjoying it. So the first part happened, I learned skills, and then the second part happened. This is the project. What happened is I went onto a project for the NHS with 3 other people from the course, and what we did was create a 360 VR environment in the scale where you can walk around, interact with the environment, see things from the perspective of pretty much a camera being forced in front of something. And what we did it on a scenario based on an acute patient who had problems with breathing, and this was to teach nurses how to deal with the situation. So, and what we did, we gamified this in the sense that it was option A, B, or C, what would be a correct answer. And if you got the correct one, you've progressed with it. If you get the wrong one, it will tell you what you've done wrong and how you should improve and what to do in the situation if you did this in real life instead. So we created that. We gave it to the NHS after we made it as a prototype, then as a finished product, pretty much. And now the NHS are using that within the actual trust, pretty much, to teach nurses.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Stephen. So yeah, like Stephen said, a very key point is that you don't just get the experience with working with an employer, you also get something out of this. So you can come out, go into an interview and say, okay, not only did I work with this employer for around about 10, 11 weeks, but I also created this product that they're actually using in the workplace. You can bring up their website, go, okay, well, here it is. This is what I've made, and an employer's using it, and especially, big companies like the NHS, National Grid, BNP Paribas, all of these things, they're really good to put on your CV. So yeah, I'm just going to move on to the next slide, if that's okay. So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience as a student really quickly. So essentially, I started with a week-long taster for Digital Innovators when I was a student, around about a year or 2 ago now. And I'll be honest, at that point, I'd come out of education and I was completely bored. I couldn't be bothered with education. I didn't like sitting and watching someone lecture. I didn't like, doing exams, writing things down. It all seemed very samey to me, and that's not the way I learned. However, when I actually joined Digital Innovators, as I said before, I was being taught all of these new skills through really fun games and interesting activities that I actually, it made me sort of retain that information because I wasn't just bored sitting down watching someone speak. I was having fun while doing it. Moving on to my second year, if we could just slowly go through the next 2 slides. So I was working with Mo and Hannah on a project which was called the Comrade Challenge. So essentially, we were asked to make something called the Classroom of the Future, which we took different learning styles, so kinesthetic, auditory, visual, because we know that not everyone learns in the same way. We combined it with VR, software, a multitude of different things. And essentially, we got to the final stage of this project, which was a competition. And we got to have a fully paid experience going to London to present at, I think it's Europe's biggest education fair, I think it is, the BET Education Fair in the Excel Centre in London. So we got to present not only in front of teachers who could actually use our product, but at the same time, people who were directors at Google, Microsoft, Sony, Smart, the people who make the whiteboards. And without digital innovators, I wouldn't have ever had a chance of even meeting those people, like let alone, you know, explaining my idea to them. So yeah, if we could just move on to the next slide, please. And then the next one, please. Thanks. Great. So really quickly, I'm just going to mention how we actually place you on these projects. So we use something called Career Fit. So what it is, it's a psychometric questionnaire. And what happens is you answer some questions and you get 2 things out of it. So the first thing is a list of personality traits. So it could be how introverted or extroverted you are, how scientific minded you are, if you work with numbers, if you would be good in a managerial role or not. Just sort of things to sort of guide you into the world of work. And the second thing, which is arguably the most important thing out of it, is a list of job areas that you could actually go into, which is really good for actually guiding you into the world of work. And, you know, because to be honest, 2 years ago, I had no clue where I was going to go. I took IT because I thought I was good at it. And obviously coming out of it, I'm a junior project manager apprentice. So, you know, quite different. But yeah, this job area sort of list gives you an idea of what you could actually achieve if you work towards it and what we think your mind is set on doing. So yeah, and we actually use that to create the project teams and put you on these employers. So yeah, I'm just going to hand over to Stephen to exit, but I just want to say from me, thanks a lot, guys. If you guys want to hear any more about the course, send us an email. And yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Abdul and Youth Promise Plus. Over to you, Stephen.
Thank you.
So we'd like to just thank Promise Plus for allowing us to come on here again, just to clarify that. But pretty much we just want to clarify some things. Firstly, this entire course is completely free, and it does not affect your universal credits. So there's no drawbacks to joining. It's just if you're thinking about it, you might as well, because it gives you something to do. It allows you to go into jobs and say, I made this. It allows you to learn new skills and grow as a person. Secondly, if you want to join the course, or even just do the Career Fit and not actually join, just send an email, like Chris said. Just shoot us an email. And this course basically starts in November, so make sure you just email us before that, and we'll get you signed on, and you can join, and we'll sort everything out.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve and Chris. Well, like I said, we did have a lot to cover today. Just to let you know, it was one of the busiest sessions that we've had so far. So I've got a lot of my colleagues that are obviously on board from Prince's Trust, as well as, like I say, from Council. We've got the Job Centre, Alison, Michelle's coming as well. And Chris and Steve, like I said, we will always got time for these guys, you know. As I've just mentioned, they've actually gone through the journey. Now, we like to create videos and success stories for guys like yourselves. You know, today I couldn't show you that video, unfortunately, because of the amount we had to cover today. But seriously, we've got clients like yourself, participants who have come through and wanted to share the journey just so they can motivate yourselves to go out there and, you know, be a success, really. So we haven't got anything for COVID-19 so far at this current moment. So it would be nice if you guys go into work or training that, you know, you can share some success stories with us, and we'll make videos to motivate other people, really, you know, using your journey and your stories. All right. So I'm not going to say much at this current moment because we normally have about 15 minutes for question and answers at the end. And I've just been told by Sadia that there is a lot of questions that have come through today for us. Sadia, are you there?
Hi, Abdul.
Okay. So just want to Sorry, just wanted to mention as well, guys, a lot of questions come through NHS as well. There's 70% success rate for those guys who go through those training courses. I know Trish mentioned about the NHS. Okay, so seriously, get on board quickly. Sorry, Sadia.
That's okay. I know we are short for time, so I'll kind of try and summarize some of the questions that have come through. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been engaging with us in today's session. You've come through with some really, really good questions, and I think generally it might be kind of like an overall of what most people are probably going to ask, or I can just get a vibe of what it is that people want an answer to. I've had a couple of people that have come on who are 23, 24 years old, and you've never worked before and you're wondering if you can still find a job. Of course you can. That's what we're here to do, and that's primarily how we support our young people. We have obviously our partners such as Prince's Trust, who are able to offer a lot of different ways to upskill you to make you job ready, as well as ourselves. I've also had someone who's come through who said, can we tell them about any jobs for people who have additional needs, such as if they suffer from something like an antisocial personality disorder. Again, because we do work with various partners, we are able to advise and then kind of refer you to the most suitable person who is part of our project. I'm sorry, I know I sound like I'm rushing now. I've also got people asking, am I too old to go and study something new at 29? Absolutely not. There's no age limit to what you can study. However, obviously there are certain courses which are age specific, but saying that, if that is you and you're on our call today, please do just drop us an email at yog@birmingham.gov.uk, and we can signpost you to other providers that we work with who don't just work within our a smaller age range. It's quite vast and quite open. So if that is you and you do want to study and upskill yourselves, then please do get in touch and we can advise further. I've got people asking if they don't have experience in the sectors that Abdul, you mentioned, but they're interested, what should they do? Again, I've said drop us an email. We are able to offer work placements, such as if, for example, if it is construction, like Abdul mentioned, we do work very closely with the providers around Birmingham, and we can arrange that. So please don't worry if you haven't got any experience. That's what we're here to do. It's to help you on your journey to find the path that you want to take. And I've got 3 minutes to go. So I've got somebody asking that they want to set up their own business. In specific, this was a juice business. Is there any information on that? Again, that are probably suited to Prince's Trust, who have their self-employment programs. Again, if you want to drop us an email at yog@birmingham.gov.uk, we can pass your email on to Prince's Trust. Alternatively, if you did get the link that Patricia put on, you can contact them directly as well. Again, we're all working on YPP, so it doesn't really matter which channel you access us on, as long as you are able to get through to one of us, we're here to help. And finally, I've got people asking, can I get a job without doing any courses? Yes, you can. The courses we offer, it's purely down to those that want to maybe upskill themselves or enter a different field. However, if it's just a straight job that you want to go into, we are more than happy to help you find a job that is suited to yourself. I did say finally, but I've got one more, which I think is a pretty good one. Can you ask if you've got any jobs like a postman or sorting out mail? Again, there will be seasonal jobs going live now because of the time of year, but please just drop us an email. We can then share our vacancies with you and any other opportunities. I hope that wasn't too quick, but I was just conscious of the time, and because of the range of questions we had today, I just wanted to kind of get in most of them. So that's all really.
Okay, thank you, Sadia. Sorry, just wanted to cover the other aspect as well. We normally play a success story video for Youth Promise Plus. We didn't get that chance. It was recorded pre-COVID. Now, during the COVID period, obviously during this pandemic, lots of people have gone into work. There is a lot of stories that we want to share with you, but unfortunately, as I mentioned, we haven't got the visual aspects of it. So, you know, you're more than welcome. This is what we want to do. We want to involve guys like you to come on board interact with us and go into work, and then we can share those success stories with you. I'm hoping, you know, one of the guys who's recently gone into work as a lab technician, I'm in touch with him. I want him to come on board and share his stories, how he's found it. So there are vacancies out there. Employers are taking people on, and the start dates are happening very quickly. You know, I've mentioned earlier regarding the vacancies with Motor Tower. Seriously, they are very active. They're recruiting people. Recently, they've taken on apprentices for electricians. There's been other apprentices. It's called glazer, which is more to do with labouring, and you know, the glass windows that go up on tall buildings. So they'll be working from heights. So things like that is happening at this current moment, you know. So when I say success stories, we've got success stories, but we want you to be part of that too. Okay, right. Now, like I said, I know we've had Kickstart scheme. Alison's in the background. Hi, Alison. Are you still there? Right. I know Michelle and Alison were there from NCS, sorry, and Job Centre.
Yes,
Hello, Alison. Sorry. Did you want to?
Abdul.
So do you? I know Sadi's quickly gone through because of the time itself. We will email you any questions that these guys may have put through, or if they do. Is there anything else that you want to add to today's event?
No, just to say, you know, to reiterate really about the fact that Kickstart is all about jobs. It's all about paid employment, and accessing them is through the job centre, through your work page, and get your CV up to date so that you can take part in that. That's a great opportunity to work and you know, get something on your CV, some paid employment, which hopefully will lead to some sort of longevity career as well. So I'm sure it will. We're really excited about it.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, again, like I say, you know, yes, it is a 6 months placement, but we're working with Youth Promise Plus, as I mentioned earlier. It's under one umbrella. Look, we've got a few partners that have come on today. There's many others that hopefully they will come on soon to join us. The other thing as well, Better Pathways are joining us with mental health aspects. So anyone who's suffering from any health issues, you know, concerning mental health, they can work alongside our program with Youth Promise Plus while we're trying to support you get into work or become job ready. They're going to be here to give you that support as well. So look, we're trying to cover everything possible. But again, if there's something we haven't covered today, please drop us an email. Okay, and for those guys who have joined us today, we'll send you an email with a survey. So please complete that for us, send it back, just so you know we can give a better sort of you know, delivery for guys that may have come on next time that we may not have covered today as a whole. Thank you guys, thank you everyone. Trish, Alison, Michelle, Chris and Stephen, thank you.
Thanks
and
a lot.
Tara, thank you for helping us out today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.